What up? What up? Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below. Have you tried the P90X yet? We just got done doing week 6, day 1. Chest, shoulders, and triceps. And man, that was tough. I'm Tom Smoke, and we're getting ripped. You know, sometimes people want to get in shape and they start getting some bright ideas. They start thinking, well, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to get a personal trainer. I'm going to start doing X, Y, Z. Half the time, people are doing that at the beginning of the year. New Year's resolutions. They're super fat off of eating holiday food and all that other stuff. They got to reflect on what they did all year. After Christmas, people are usually thinking about the end of the year, how awesome it was, how it flew by so fast, and how the new year is coming up. And what can they do different? What can they expect? Usually people are planning, travel arrangements, birthdays, weddings, a bunch of stuff, right? So when you're thinking about you know, holiday stuff, people trying to make resolutions at the New Year's, wanting to stay in shape, wanting to finally, buckle down with the bad habits and all this and that, right? So you go to the gym, you start watching the YouTube videos, you start, lifting, doing whatever, and maybe you see some progress, maybe you don't. For me, when I went to the gym a long, long time ago, I was going with some homeboy, and he was reading some stuff out of the fitness magazine. So this was a long time ago, before really the internet was popular, and it wasn't really a thing to have a lot of information and just to be whipping it out on your phone. So anyway, I felt like I wasted a lot of time in the gym, but it ain't even that, because I think the progress I made in the gym was getting cut back because I wasn't eating right and I was doing a lot of cardio, and really the diet wasn't in check. So I didn't make the progress that I wanted to make. I spent a lot of money on the gym membership and just invested a lot of time in it. So I got turned on to home equipment, home gym, body weights, really got inspired by Bruce Lee and martial arts type training and stuff, because a lot of those guys don't have access to a gym, traditional gym equipment, isolation, stuff like that, cable equipment, barbells, stuff like that. And just started doing home fitness, had a Bowflex, got a couple of other things that they were cool, kind of novelty things, but they didn't really do the job until I came across the P90X, and I got introduced to it through a friend of mine who got it first. And he got a copy. I thought it was pretty cool. I ended up moving away, and I got a copy before I moved to Indiana. And now, a long time ago, I got it 2006, 2007. I really don't remember how long ago I got it for sure, but I know I've had it ever since 2008 for sure. So, it's almost 20 years that the program's been around, at least in my physical possession, but I think that it got introduced back in 2005. And it's a really good program. It's well rounded, and uh, it does all the muscle groups, and it's a full body program pretty much every day of the week, whether it's a light exercise on the legs, whether it's, light movements for the shoulders, the hips, the knees, the ankles, everything. It keeps you moving, it keeps you active. So it's not always lifting, it's not just one thing. And yeah, I guess it could be monotonous after a while, so to speak, because it is the same, day 2, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, basically 10 weeks, out of the program, which isn't a big deal, because again, it gives you something reliable, something to expect every week. For me, it gives me something to look forward to, because I know on a certain day of the week, that's the workout. And I know that basically it's like going to class. I'm gonna go to class, boom, that's what day of the week it is. So certain days, I gotta kind of get myself in the mood because I know they're gonna be tougher than other days. Other days I know that it's gonna be an easy workout, it's gonna kick ass, and I can just get in there, do the shit, and get out. Another nice thing about the P90X is it's a cut and dry time limit workout. You got about an hour and 20 minutes thereabouts. You can block that out even if you want just a 90 minutes every day of the week. That's it. And that includes a warm up, the workout, and the cool down. And ab routine a couple nights a week. So it gives you a core workout that's optional. So even if you don't feel like doing the ab workout, you don't have to do it for sure. And it's home fitness. Nobody's going to be babysitting you to do this stuff. You're going to be on, the honor system to do your best, and you get out what you put in. So if you're not putting in any effort, you're not going to get out any results. But if you put in a little bit of effort every day, you're going to get out some good results. I've been doing this for 8 months. 8 months. Last year, I did 30-minute workout P90X3 every day. I think I had like 320 days for last year. And for the whole year, it's like 170 something hours worth of training. And this year, I got like 190 hours, you know, and I'm making a lot of progress. I'm feeling that, my muscle strength is getting balanced all throughout my body. Aches and pains are going away. I'm looking better. I'm a lot more distinguished as far as my physique. Last year, it was coming together, but this year, it's really hitting the next level. And next year, I'm going to look crazy. And all my clothes from this year are going to fit me next year, and they're going to fit me for a while. So, you buy one set of new clothes pretty much every season up until you fill up your closet, and that's it. Like, that's it. They don't make any adult pants smaller than what I have. I'm going to have to go get tailored clothes or buy children's clothes if I want smaller waist size pants. But that's okay. I'm not really trying to do all that. And if I have to, I'll just go to the tailor because at that point, certainly, I'm going to be dealing with some other stuff. Probably going to have to, get different size belts and just, have other things just hemmed up and just adjusted. I can buy regular pants, but I got to take them to a tailor to have the waistband narrowed down, or I have to overlap. And I'm not even that big, but the trend is, yeah, I'm a petite guy. I'm 5'5", 138 pounds on the scale right now. But, it just depends on what I'm eating. But I'm definitely lean. I'm getting down there. I just picked up this Under Armour shirt at the Under Armour outlet. It's got the stitched logo. And these ones are more narrow in the chest, so they definitely get close to the nipples. But 2 years is really all I got of training consistently. And I think I've made decent progress. And I think anybody, if you really give it an honest chance, can get some real decent results from the P90X and the P90X3. If you're an athlete and you're in the off season, the P90X would be great for basketball, football, baseball, agility, whatever kind of stuff you're into. If you're a dad like me, you want to be able to play ball with your son or daughter, this is perfect. I'm more fit than my kid is. How nice is that? That I get to show off and stun on them, and I'm way older. And usually these kids are wanting to talk, like they're all that and run circles around an old man. But it's crazy when it's the other way around. And then you could just show off and then, act like it's no big deal because you already know that you're putting in time, you're putting in work, and these kids don't even know the first thing about hard work and effort and delayed gratification and diligence and really just putting in the time to get improvements, to get stronger. But over time, all them little changes add up. All those small improvements add up to big improvements. And you too, you start lifting today, man. Turn that couch potato into a stud muffin. You start playing with your kids more. Put down the alcohol and the cigarettes, the candy, the cakes, the sweet tea. Stop buying fast food. Start making your own food fresh. Start feeding your family. Provide. Be a man. Show the kids what a man looks like. You know? Check out my other videos. Like this video. Comment below. I got videos coming out every day. We got training. I'm showing you how to get ripped. I'm showing you how I'm doing the P90X. So you can see that it doesn't take, destroying your body and just, falling apart to get results. You don't have to, put your trust in somebody else that's going to let you down. This is proven. P90X. Proven. Only one that's going to let you down is you if you don't do the work. But if you show up, you do the work, you're going to get the results. It's hard to deny that you get proof when you make the pudding. But if you don't put in, you don't get put out. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Follow me on TikTok at Tom Smoke Fitness. Hell yeah. We just got 200 subscribers. We're on the way to 300. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Hell yeah, we're getting ripped, baby.